Hey, Sagittarius. Welcome to your February reading. I'm Madeline. Very nice to have you. So, as usual, we are going to pull some tarot cards to look at the story of February for you, Sag. And then to close off the reading, we'll pull a couple of cards from the Star Codes Astro Oracle deck to get a little more guidance, a little more clarity to weave into your story. So, let's get right into it. Spirit. What is Sagittarian, Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Dominant folks? They need to know about this month for their highest good. We want to know the truth for Sagittarius's highest good. What kind of themes are showing up for and within Sagittarius? What kind of helpful or hindering influences are present, Spirit? What is the climate for Sagittarians in February? And what do they need to know to move through it for their highest good? Any elements of the past that are pertinent to the present and the unfolding future, Spirit? Anything my Sagittarians need to know to walk into the future that is the most, a word I'm hearing is robust. So, okay. So I'm not sure why, Sagittarius, but keep that in mind. Robust would be a good word for you to keep as an orientation for yourself in February. Does this make me feel robust? Is this idea robust? Etc., etc. So we want to help Sagittarius spirit walk into the future that is most robust, freeing, enjoyable, fun, fulfilling, abundant, easeful. What feels natural and coherent, lively and fun for Sagittarius. How do they get it? Through the story of February. Spirit, want to know for their highest good. Okay. Sagittarius. Okay. Hey, I'm going to take my time and lay all these down, but Sagittarius, isn't this a beautiful place to start? Celebration, congratulations. I'm really going to shut up after this one, but crossing card, magician, you're doing something. What you up to, Sagittarius? Do you already know? Or maybe you're going to surprise yourself. Wow. Gorgeous. Wow. Wow. Okay. Sag, pretty gorgeous reading. I'm a little fucking jealous. All right, let's talk about it. So, center of your reading. Six of Wands, being celebrated, I'm hearing the word promoted, and that can mean different things, right? You can receive a promotion at work. You can also receive promotion via something like social media, like, a post or whatever being amplified, being shared, being really noticed and appreciated. So show off. Show off. And, just to give the other side of that, don't get on your high horse. You know what I'm talking about? You see how the horse is looking back like, bitch. So just make sure that, a good way to make sure that you are enjoying and embodying, but also honoring the attention and the promotion and your exceptionalness is to uplift the people around you. And for example, those that may have directly or indirectly supported you to get to this place of of celebration, promotion, showing off. Really beautiful. And then crossing that, hello, like a close cousin to the Six of Wands. It might as well be the magician. I mean, listen, the haircut is not too dissimilar. Connections will be made. The magician has everything that they need. They have every element on the table: cup, pentacle, sword, wand. And they can bring ideas to life. We think of the magician and we think of the word manifest, because they are the ones who This is some interesting language here, Sagittarius. But if you know the order of the tarot cards, and even if you don't, I'll tell you. We have the Fool is number 0, the Magician is number 1. So it's like the lightning strike, the kind of conception. Let's say that. The conception of an idea where, you know, a new wand penetrates the veil between what could be and what is. And then we move to number 2, the High Priestess, and she is the liminal space where, am I pregnant with that possibility or not? And then number 3 is the Empress, when it's like, oh, that idea definitely took hold, took root. Like there was a definite conception. I conceptualized something. So you may conceptualize something really amazing. And it has to do with your varied talents. Cup, sword, wand, pentacle. It's like your unique set of experiences and tools and resources. That's what I'm hearing, okay? Because 6 of Wands again and the Magician are all about like me, myself, my talent and my credit. If you know the movie, let me know, because like we're friends essentially, if you know what the fuck I'm quoting. But anyway, okay. So, what are you conceptualizing? What exciting new plan or idea or business? It's very possible. And of course, a great time to mention Sagittarius, these are general readings. So I'm getting messages for several different Sagittarians, the different variety that are listening to this video. I'm an intuitive reader. I'm a medium. Spirit talks. I'm just repeating. So this thing might look different than what you were hoping for. And Spirit is like, it probably looks better. In fact, I feel pretty confident saying it looks better. It's better than whatever this was. It was like I wanted things to go exactly this way, but those cups just continue to sit empty because this new idea, this new blessing, maybe you didn't need 3 cups in the recipe at this moment. Maybe you just need this one. Okay? So again, we have the same hair color. This could be just different stages of his life. Okay? He needed to get this cup, and then it was like, eureka. So, are you willing to accept? You're a mutable sign, Sagittarius, meaning adaptable, meaning changeable. So are you willing to adapt to perhaps like, this isn't going to work out this way, but is it possible that it could be better than I hoped? That's a good orientation. I can make this work is very magician-y to say. It's like I will remix these elements I have on the table, and even if it's not the 3 cups, it's going to be something cooler, better, more interesting, more intricate, more personal and personalized. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, some of y'all, it's going to apply to different people in different ways because that's the magic of Spirit. So crowning your reading, 10 of Pentacles. Hey, it might be different. It could be better. It could be everything that you want. 10 of Pentacles is financial and familial protection and support. So it's like having more than enough of everything, so much so that you're able to share with your inner circle, with family, with the people that you love most. And when I say family, of course, that can mean bio DNA family. That can also mean chosen family for many of us. You are really, you have put a lot of time and effort into a platform. That's what I'm hearing. I know that sounds real specific and interesting. Sitting in the past, the Emperor, setting up the rules, setting up the structure, setting up the organization, and then here in the present we have the 10 of Pentacles, so kind of like sitting pretty, protected by the structure that you have built. So I want to say, wherever you find yourself in terms of like financial and familial abundance, whether you consider yourself to be abundant or not, you are being guided to appreciate the ways in which you have structured this life for yourself and the ways that it does work, to honor the rules that are working. And again, you're adaptable. You are granted not just the right, but the talent of remixing. So if old rules and structures, you know, even the 10 of Pentacles can begin to become like confining or boring if it's not the structure that we want. You know what I'm talking about? So if the 10 of Pentacles structure that you currently have is like in the highest octave of the Ten of Pentacles, where it's like, I'm so satisfied. I wake up every day delighted and amazed by the blessings that continue to rain down on me and the people that I love. Fantastic. Great. If you find yourself in that other, the other side, the flip side of the coin of the Ten of Pentacles, the reverse Ten of Pentacles, if you find yourself feeling confined, like there's too many rules, like you can't move around in this configuration, then you are allowed to adapt and remix and create new rules. You are actually in a perfect kind of place to do that because you have these protective structures around you. They may have become a little boring for some of you or a little confining, but it's not like doing something with nothing. It's like, I've definitely got some stuff here. How do I want to remix it? Where you find yourself, Three of Cups. I'm hearing a couple of things with this, Sag, one of which is lean on your connections. Lean on your friends. We made reference earlier to family and chosen family. As I look at that card, Spirit is saying like spiritual and biological siblings, like friends that feel like family when I look at the Three of Cups. And it is also this idea of like, especially if you feel a little bit emotionally or creatively stopped up, or like I'm just retracing the same old ideas, or I keep coming to the same conclusions, that's a great time to bring in your wonderful friends who have different experiences, different talents, different perspectives, and they can each show you something new, and you can all put your heads together. Three heads are absolutely better than one, and they also a lot more fun. If y'all haven't been here before, Spirit has a tendency to get a little Dr. Susie on me. Please forgive me. Don't shoot the messenger. So put your heads together with your spiritual, or put them together with those best friends and best family that can help you contribute, that can help contribute to your perspective. I'll say that. It's not as if your perspective needs to be replaced. It needs to be remixed, okay? And sometimes getting some other voices and ideas and perspectives in the room really helps with that. The other thing that I'm hearing with Three of Cups is have more fun. You wouldn't be a Sagittarius if you were not prioritizing having fun, pardon me, and adventure and expansive, very important vowel difference, not expensive, expansive adventures and opportunities and thoughts and journeys, whether they are physical geographical journeys or journeys within the mind, within the heart. Okay, so your life is continually meant to be an adventure, and Spirit is using a really wonderful phrase, like a spiritual scavenger hunt. Like if I'm looking down saying, where's this, where's this, where's this, where's this, I'm liable to miss out on signs and guideposts and subtle nudges that can't be heard over the loudness of this is how it's supposed to work. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Sitting in the energy, the kind of climate around you. Eight of Cups. Time to leave behind old, stagnant habits, relationships, emotional patterns that are no longer helping you grow, are no longer nourishing your soul or your emotional growth. The most important thing with the Eight of Cups is what in your life used to be really fulfilling or nourishing, and now when you try to go to it and use it again or enjoy it again, it leaves you feeling possibly more empty than when you got there. That's your Eight of Cups. It could be a habit. And that's what Spirit is saying, is for some of you, this is something like, you know that this thing takes you out of yourself or kind of mutes, sublimates your emotions. And that is the thing that has helped, like preventing you from learning from and growing out of the feeling. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where it's like, okay, I'm going to have the drink or have the smoke or have the porn or have the sex or have the whatever, because I don't want to face this emotion. And then that means that, tomorrow, or as soon as I'm sober again, or as soon as there's some silence in the room, here comes flooding back this terrible feeling or this scary question that I've been trying to avoid. We no longer avoid. we let go of the things that are like inoculating us from knowing the truth and being present and being really emotionally honest with ourselves, that is actually what's going to help us be able to ultimately release and integrate and like take the medicine from the venom of the stagnation. You know what I'm talking about? I keep saying that. It feels like I should put it on a mug or something. The potential. The Empress. Whenever I see the Emperor and the Empress in a spread together, to me that speaks of huge, massive potential for unification, integration, synthesis. Hello. Having every item, everything that you need available to you, the quote unquote masculine / solar energy of the Emperor, the quote unquote feminine / lunar receptive energy of the Empress. I can both take action to get what I want, and I can, as this, just as comfortably sit back, enjoy, receive. In the key position, Six of Cups, open up your heart. Six of Cups is, Spirit is using the word wistful. There might be some wistfulness, there might be some nostalgia. The Six of Cups is also another card representing siblings and, again, spiritual or emotional family. So whether related or not, it's like those people, maybe you've had this friend since you were 5 years old, 10 years old. So it's like, we're family, like we're spiritual siblings. Six of Cups says, open your heart. Again, there's this theme continuing of like, be playful. Six of Cups is be innocent, be joyful, be like a kid again. Remember why you were excited about this thing. Maybe it's become a little rote or a little bit yeah. Oh, and then I go to the job, but it's like, but that used to be my dream job. Or like, oh, and here's my partner, but like that used to be the partner I was passionately in love with. And like, we still have the roots there. We just need to do a little work. You know what I'm talking about? And you'll know if it's the other. If it's like this, actually, this relationship or this job is one of the stagnant, dead end things keeping me from growing, that I'm actually realizing more and more now that I'm done with. And that if I want to grow and I want to flourish and I want to feel more like myself and like I'm having the adventure of a lifetime, then I have to leave it behind. Because the future, here's you, Sagittarius, beautiful, queen of fire. Queen and king, nothing to do with sex and gender, everything to do with personality type. The Queen of Wands is very inwardly focused on her creativity, her courage, her charisma. She makes an art of living, is something really cool and beautiful that Spirit is saying. She is warm, she is radiant, she is respected. Her integrity, her goodness radiates, and people move toward her the way that you would naturally move toward a fire if you were out in the cold, right? Warmth, illumination. She sees and celebrates the talents and skills of others. So to come back to the center of your reading, and Spirit saying there's this huge opportunity or already arriving promotion, excitement, celebration of you. Share the love. Share the love, because that is the work of a great leader. Your magic is high and sparkling. And Three of Wands, there's an adventure. The adventure continues. The adventure even expands. And I just want to point out, you're holding your wand in like every single card. Variations on a wand. So, go boldly. You're the Queen of Wands. Your creativity, charisma, courage are showing. So, Sagittarius, let's close your reading with a couple cards from Star Codes Astro Oracle deck. Spirit, want to know what you want to share with Sagittarius for their highest good. What kind of guidance or clarity would you like to give us around what we just read, Spirit, for their highest good in the month of February? Their highest good, Spirit. What does Sagittarius need to know in the month of February? Wow. Wow. Okay, so your first card is the Pisces card, which interestingly is your fellow mutable sign, another adaptable sign, but an emotionally, you have many more cups cards than this, but just a brief reminder, Pisces is a water sign, and the key word on this card is sensitize. And I am hearing specifically sensitize to the tension. Square, semi-square, quincunx, these are angles in astrology that represent conflict, represent like needing to adapt. What do you know? So it kind of sounds weird to say get sensitized to the tension, but that's that subtlety. That's that, anxiety screams and depression moans, but intuition is a more subtle sense. And if the volume is up too high on anxiety or calculation or, whatever, then it's hard to hear the subtle inner voice. So create some stillness, sensitize to what is bringing tension into your life. When we talk about healing from stuff or growing through something or outgrowing something, it's easy to think that like, oh, healing is always positive. And it's like, okay, for those of us that have really been through some stuff and really healed through some really deep, dark, or difficult things, we know that sometimes at the beginning of healing, it hurts a little more because it's like, fuck, I was not completely engaged with, present with how much this hurt. And in going in to heal it, I have to really come into contact with it. I have to sensitize to the tension so that I can transform that tension into balance. Because we need tension to create balance. But too much tension and things will snap. You're not going to snap this month, Sagittarius. Remix things. Change stuff around. Your adventure continues. So if you're worried that you're confined or that you're stuck or you're stagnant, the path is wide. Trust your courage, charisma, and confidence. Shine. And that, it's like you will light your own way. Okay. Thank you for being here, Sagittarius. I really appreciate your time, and I hope that the time spent with me pays for itself many times over. If you ever want to get a personal reading, all the ways to do that are in the box below. I appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time, Sag. Bye.